Kim Kardashian is facing a lot of backlash right now for her controversial friendship with Ivanka Trump. She recently posted a selfie with Ivanka on her Instagram story, wishing her a happy birthday, saying, "No one's sweeter than you," with a bunch of heart emojis. And a lot of people feel this is inappropriate, given that we are a week away, less than a week away now, from the election.
It's inappropriate for you to be friends with a person.
Yeah.
That's actually how they see the world.
Some comments.
Broken-brained.
Kim K posting this a week before the biggest election in history is a deliberate choice, and I'm not saying I expected any more from her or her family, but wow, just wow.
I mean, that's the heart of partisanship right there, as we know, because she worked with both the Biden administration and the Trump administration on prison reform.
Yeah, I mean, people are disgusting. I just hate them.
But the thing is in today's day and age, social media culture means that you have to like vet your friend group before you're allowed to post anything about anyone.
They always say the same stuff. Yikes. This ain't it.
Yikes is supposed to be like...
Oh, that's not... They always have the same automated responses.
It is fair that this was posted by Popbase, and there is no more brain-rotted stan culture than comments in a Popbase tweet.
Yeah.
Which is always like, it's like Millie Bobby Brown, Ariana Grande endorses Kamala. Oh, she ate.
We have another comment. "Sorry, but I don't care if they've known each other since preschool. She should have thought about how this would look so close to the election. It's really not a good look."
Why?
Because they're miserable. They're miserable people.
I mean,
who believe that people on the right are evil.
I can't wrap my head around why someone that doesn't know Kim Kardashian is saying you're so wrong for knowing and being friends with Ivanka Trump when Ivanka Trump is not Donald Trump.
Well,
it is just so absurdly ridiculous and so self-important, as if your stupid opinion matters.
But you understand, and we all understand, that they've spent the last 10 years painting, broad brushing, not just Donald Trump, but anybody in his orbit as a certain level of evil, and then get to simultaneously always call for unity as well. They get to call for unity and call you evil all at the same time. I was talking to a friend recently who was explaining how they had told their friend that they were voting for Trump, and this person said, "Oh, I wouldn't be able to live with myself."
And are you able to live with yourself?
But they somehow
by being friends with a Trump supporter?
There's a weird disconnect there where they don't understand that what they're saying is actually supposed to paint them in an unbelievably unflattering light, but they somehow can get past it because they're friends, but are still willing to say that to their face. That's insane.
Yeah. You're not allowed to be friends with Trump supporters. You're not even allowed to be married to a Trump supporter if you're not one.
Yeah.
Actually, there are all of these posts about women voting for Kamala while their husbands are voting for Trump. And I'm seeing people saying, "Oh, this is so hypocritical. If you don't divorce your husband for being a Trump supporter, you might as well be one."
Divorce.
Yeah.
Divorce.
Break your family apart over politics. That sounds like a great idea.
These people are so disgusting.
And a lot of people are taking Kim Kardashian's post as a quiet endorsement of Trump.
I saw something earlier that said that Cheryl Hines is looking to divorce RFK Jr. not because of the Olivia Nuzzi situation, but because of his support for Trump.
I find that hard to believe, given that they were cozying up so much at the Al Smith dinner.
Well, as we know, I mean, these articles can be, it's always unnamed sources.
I hope that's not true. I do hope that's not true. You should never let politics destroy a friendship, but most especially not a family relationship or a marriage. Yeah. That's disgusting. Another comment said, "I hate how attractive Ivanka is, knowing what her and her family stand for." Well, they hate to see her winning.
There's the crux of the matter right there. What her family stands for. She's not allowed to be her own person with her own beliefs. She has to be, mired by the conflict around her dad.
They're so mad that her face card doesn't decline. And it doesn't even mean that Kim Kardashian is a Trump supporter, actually. Recently, Kim had to delete her son Saint's YouTube channel because he was posting anti-Kamala memes on his YouTube shorts. You can see one of them here in this video.
Stupid.
Crazy. Dangerous. Dumb.
It's birds of a feather. I mean, he's clearly his father's son. And I think that was probably the right choice because you don't want your kid to get a bunch of hate from random strangers on the internet because he's posting political content. Yeah. He is only like 8 years old, so he doesn't really know that people are watching what he does on the internet yet. He probably shouldn't have a phone
at all
to begin with, but that's
How old is he?
not. He's 8. Yeah,
Definitely.
that's not a good
Maybe,
idea.
Like, it's my opinion. It's not, I'm not raising anyone else's kids, but like you shouldn't let your kids have any kind of screen like that unsupervised at 8 years old.
Does this kind of speak more to maybe Kim doesn't understand just how much disdain there is for the guy that she's willing to post it, or does it speak to character that she's willing to do it even though she'll get the backlash?
I honestly imagine she thinks that he's a good guy because they did work together.
Yeah.
And he was receptive to her ideas. I'm sure he was very complimentary because when he's dealing with someone that's nice to him, he's very nice to them. He's very complimentary. When you're in the room with him, if I understand correctly, he's very charismatic, like most politicians are. So like, I imagine she's like, look, I know everybody hates him, but I've met him and he's nice. You know, he's a nice guy. He was nice to me. He's not racist to Kanye. He wasn't racist to my kids, etc. He's like, she's probably like, I know that people see, and also she's had plenty of experience with negative press and plenty of experience with criticism from the internet. So I assume she's probably like, well, there's always going to be people that are going to have bad things to say. I've met the guy. I like him. He did criminal justice reform. He helped get people I care about out of prison. I'm sure that her opinion of Donald Trump is extremely positive, especially compared to people that don't know him and are only going by what the news tells them, and they're only going by what their friends say. So.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember her getting backlash for visiting the White House? I don't remember it being that negative of a response at the time.
No, I think it got kind of quashed by the fact that people enjoyed what she was there for. They supported the idea.
Wasn't he also caught on video like staring at her ass?
Was he?
I think he was getting a peek.
I remember Bill Clinton getting caught staring at Ariana Grande at what's at funeral.
At Aretha Franklin's funeral. Yeah, right.
Well,
yeah, you'll never leer as hard as Bill Clinton.
Dude's gonna be horny until the day's in the ground.
Well, while Kim is doing this, Kanye, on the other hand, is planning to create a drone city.
I had to explain.
Now, if you didn't know what that means, don't worry. I didn't know either until this morning. He has plans to build a city in Beverly Hills. Yeah. He wants to build a new city called Drome.
Originally, Drome was supposed to be in the Middle East, and it was supposed to be like 1,000 acres.
He's planning to use his $35 million mansion in order to start a self-sustaining city that he once planned to build in the Middle East, but now he seems to imagine he'll build it in the west side of LA.
And his neighbors are like, we pay a lot of money for our mansions in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
You're not building Drome in our neighborhood.
His neighbors in Beverly Hills gated community are clearly telling TMZ it won't be happening in their backyard. They're very NIMBY now.
Oh, you know they're
One person we spoke to calling the star delusional. I don't disagree.
Well,
you're not going to be starting a city in the middle of a different city.
Well, plus we know the government would probably come and tear it down anyways. Government hates self-sustaining.
I only see this ending badly.
I mean, what it is remember he bought that home next to Kim and it just sat and he never like actually built it. Like he bought the home, gutted it, and then it just sat there and he never did anything with it. He's a dreamer. That's what makes him so successful, is that he is a dreamer. And yes, many of the projects probably won't come to light, but there's a reason why. I was reading this article that said he settled his lawsuit with Adidas and no money changed hands. They've parted ways, I guess, as close to amicably as you can do.
Because they had to get rid of all this extra inventory.
And the sell-off of the Yeezy stock was still $235 million, which was about $100 million less than what he would have made in the previous quarter. So even after the media destroyed his name and reputation, it still made them a ton of money. So he's a dreamer. He thinks big. He dreams big. There's a reason for that.
Not so much a doer.
He's an artist, and an artist is going to have a certain mindset. And I find that in a lot of ways very endearing.
Yeah.
Kind of the opposite of the directors who want to do it with other people's money.
Yeah.
Like the directors for movies are like, I got a big dream. Will you give me $200 million to make this movie nobody wants to watch because it's my dream? Kanye's, for the most part, created a lot of things that people actually enjoy. It's just that not all of it ends up working. A lot of it falls through because you put a lot of irons in the fire and only some come out hot.
Yeah. Yeah, more power to him.
I want to know what the name, what Drome means though. Because it's DROAM.
Yeah, I guess it's just dream, but with an O.
He will have to explain. Did you see the, not to, like Gen Zers were like trolling early ballots, and like they wrote in dream. Somebody wrote in the streamer dream and drew a little picture of him on the ballot.
No, I did not see
Yes.
that. I am glad that I didn't see that.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.